Michael Jordan. Mr. Saditis has given me the time to talk to you about something we all really care about, quadrilaterals. Quadrilateral congruency is part of the reason we do so many proofs. In my time with you, I will share how to prove that quadrilaterals are congruent. Think about this. Many of you know that these proofs are fundamental to geometry. Do you realize that at Chapter 5 you've done only half of the chapters? In my time with you, I will teach you how to identify quadrilaterals. When you're proving them, you're only proving with the angles and sides. Let me list off some quadrilaterals for you. A kite has no parallel sides, two pairs of congruent consecutive sides, and one pair of congruent opposite angles, and has diagonals which are perpendicular bisectors. In trapezoids, the bases are parallel but aren't congruent. There are also isosceles trapezoids, which have congruent base angles, complementary opposite angles, and congruent legs. In parallelograms, you've got to prove that opposite angles are both congruent and parallel. You can't forget that opposite angles are congruent, and that consecutive angles are supplementary. Let's talk about rectangles and rhombuses. In a rhombus, the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other, and the opposite angles are congruent. Don't forget that all sides are congruent as well. For rectangles, their diagonals are not perpendicular bisectors, but are congruent. However, a rectangle has 4 right angles. Now you may be wondering, what about squares? Well, squares use many characteristics of rectangles and rhombuses. A square has 4 right angles, 4 congruent sides, and its diagonals are congruent and are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Listen, you're almost done with honors geometry. There's little time left until the finals, so don't blow it. Learn your quadrilateral proofs. If you don't understand, stop it. Get some help. Mr. Saditis wants you to give yourself a chance to find out all the wonderful things you can do with geometry. And so do I.